Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, learning more about who you are and why are you here on the planet at this time, and how can you get in better alignment or better balance with yourself and with the universe so you can get things crack-a-lacking in your life. Right. And growth requires change, and it can be uncomfortable because you have to unlearn all the stuff that we learned as children that we thought was true, but they were only things that were handed down from our parents, grandparents, and their parents, right on and on, right? But at the end of the day, we have to forgive ourselves for actually listening to that, right, and believing, and forgive them because they didn't know any better, right? Because they thought their parents were doing the right thing. But again, you guys are here that's been viewing these presentation series. You guys are the change agents here, okay? Let me make sure I re-emphasize that, right? You guys are the change agents here. You guys are here to usher in the new energy, frequency, and vibration on the planet and tell people that, hey, you are the way on the hero journey. We all have our own separate path, and we have different levels we have to go through, but the main theme is to share our knowledge and wisdom with people as we grow through the process of self-discovery, knowledge of self-realization, you name it, right? But by now, guys, I know you are being the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effect to happen, and you've been learning those 7 hermetic principles daily, right? Learning more about your name, because it's easy to Google and research stuff. So learn more about your name. Your name is your nature. It has a lot of gifts and talents hidden in there about yourself, and you have to unwrap that present and present that gift to the world so we can see what you're working with, okay? But learn more about your life path number and your natal chart, astroseek.com. It'll give you some building blocks, so use these things as tools. Again, there's no cookie cutter recipe to life. It's all about trusting your own inner voice, your own intuition, your own energy. I hope that makes sense, guys. So we are continuing our presentation series. It's all about the universal spiritual laws, the basic laws of life. We're in the first set, right? So it's 4 brackets. And today, it's all about the spiritual law of projection. And as always, our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons, right? And to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth, because a lot of people have been doing the same thing over and over again, or they've been stuck in this reincarnation trap. And a lot of old souls are here to help you wake your butt up, man. Like, hey, there's a better way to life. We got to really tap into our childhood-like curiosity and imagination, and really get these brain cells functioning with new information. Most importantly, we got to have proper intent, take action, okay? But as you grow through this process, because the Kundalini energy is rising on the planet, and it's from the macrocosm to the microcosm, right? As above, so below, as within, so without, and as the universe, so the soul. So right now, the overall goal is, guys, you tap into that heart chakra, so because abundance is your birthright. And a lot of you guys been blocking yourself from abundance because nobody taught you this stuff, or you'll see people who naturally just do it, and they're not aware like how this stuff actually works, but they're they're in their heart chakra. And abundance will naturally gravitate to the people who are really sharing and telling people the truth, not for entertainment. I'm not here to not to entertain you guys. I'm here to tell you guys the truth and give you some tools to work with so you can get some results in your life, so you can really help yourself, get some balance, and so you can help others, okay? I hope that makes sense. So, but trust, it's not about believing Chris, trust your own intuition, okay? And right now, start transition, your energy for your own rise, okay? Because that your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and actions are going to equal your reality and your results. Keep your money in check, okay? Learn about what is money. I have some additional information down below, or check out some of my previous presentations, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you some of my quick takeaways, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about this spiritual law of projection, and get you guys out of here, okay? So first thing first, if you want to know what you think of yourself, then ask yourself, what do you think of others, and you will find the answer, okay? And with this spiritual law of projection, it's easily for people to project themselves on the others, but they always gotta look themselves in the mirror first. That's why we really been focusing on this mirror thing for quite some time. And as always, you are a magnet. I'm just here to remind you of your greatness, right? And your magnetic power is emitting through your thoughts, okay? So, and we have one here. One of the ways people avoid taking responsibility for their role and for their own pain is what I call BPs. That's blame and projection. Iyanla Vanzant. Here's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people, they really take responsibility for their failures. Okay, because they know, like, hey, at the end of the day, it's all about the experience. I may look like a fool for a few minutes, but I'd rather look, like a fool, for about 5-10 minutes, maybe a little longer, but not for the rest of my life, because I'm gaining a lot of experience and knowledge, and it's making me wise. But unsuccessful people, they always love to blame others for their failures and misfortunes, okay? And then, don't project your anger here. Projection make perception. We look inside first, decide what kind of world we want to see, and then project, that world outside, making it truth as we see it, okay? So right now, a lot of us are really facing the truth, our own personal truth, right? Not my truth, but your own personal truth for, at face value. Because we starting to see the world for what it is, the unreality of reality, right? The unreality of reality, because everything we've been told was a lie. And now we have to find our own personal truth and figure out what really works and what doesn't work. And we actually share information with each other so we can see each other's point of view, right? Because we can always have, meet each other halfway. I hope that makes sense. But again, guys, leading into it, we have the truth with us, right? Still with us. But it's not found in books to any given extent. It has been passed along from lips to ear. When it was written down at all, its meaning has been veiled in terms of alchemy and astrology. So only those possessing the keys could read it, all right? Now, this is from the 3 Initiative, the Kabbalion. I have additional information down below. So right now, I'm here to help you remember your own greatness, to unlock the universe within you, because what? You are your own universe, okay? So with anything we discuss, guys, taking consideration polarity here, there's a good side, not so good side. There's always a neutral ground, right? So when it comes to the spiritual law of projection, let's dive right into it. So when it comes to the spiritual law of projection, all aspects of ourselves are reflected back to us. So all that we perceive outside of ourselves is basically a mirror of something within. So therefore, everything that we see outside is basically a projection. So we project our energy, both positive and negative, onto other people and assume it's within them, not often denying that it's actually within us, okay? So every time you say the words you are, he is, or she is, he is, you are actually projecting something, of yourself onto someone else. So keep that in mind. So when we assume that someone else feels as we do, it is a projection. Okay, so for example, statements such as "you must feel awful about that" or "you must be so happy" are both projections when you sum it up. So you are basically putting your feelings onto the other person. I hope that makes sense. So, we project our fears onto the world. It is more comfortable to imagine that someone else has the qualities we wish to deny within ourselves, because you are greatness. When you see people that's walking around and they have a reflection of abundance or greatness, you actually have those qualities. So it's okay that ask some questions like we talked about before and figure out, like, okay, what did you do, right? But don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? But as I get back into it, so again, it is more comfortable to imagine that someone else has, the qualities we wish to deny that are actually within ourselves, because again, you guys, we are greatness. So, and remember, on your path, the person that warns you of another person, being evil, or they doing evil stuff, or they not good, really be aware of this individual, because, when you really look in the mirror, it takes one to know one. And when you got time to criticize people, you can, that's a telltale sign that you're not in alignment with your purpose and mission. But it's almost like the pot calling the kettle black, so to speak, right? So, but if you are bearing your hostility and express it as passive anger, you will project hostility on the people around you, and will imagine that people are aggressive, whether they are or not. You will selectively imagine angry or threatening attitudes where none are intended or being expressed at this time. And so it's all in your mind. Now, those who project their hatred, anger, rage, think everyone is out to get them. So we project our insecurities and sexuality on the others. Now, the person who is paranoid about their morality of others is basically projecting their own underlying immorality, right? judging book by its cover, and really got to look within first, you know. So, but someone who really suspect that all around them are cheating him or her is projecting their, you know, inner cheat. As a consequence, he or she may attract cheats in his or her life. Now, someone who accused their partner of being unfaithful is projecting their own lack of faith in their relationship, and they pretty much exposing their own dirty deeds, right? So on the positive side, we also project our gracious, powerful, beautiful, and brilliant qualities onto others as well. So every time you think or say good or positive things about people, you're basically projecting your own inner qualities of yourself. So we project our love onto others. A person who is kind will imagine that all around them are also kind and will attract this energy into their life, okay? Because like attracts like, remember? So as we close, guys, projecting yourself onto someone else prevents you from really taking responsibility for who you are on the inside, right? For yourself. And most people don't even realize that, you know, what they're saying is actually within them. And it's a, you know, a powerful form of denial once you really have this understanding and understanding of just this one spiritual, you know, law, right? But guys, this has been my takeaway of the spiritual law of projection. And as always, our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons to gain the experience and knowledge for our soul grow. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, I'm living proof that, hey, just rewrite your story. You need better quality information, find a mentor, but most importantly, set your intentions and take action. You're going to make some mistakes, but refine and repeat the process until you can find what really works best for you. Okay. And as always, don't believe people, you know, trust your own intuition, do your own research, and figure out, get your own point of view. Okay. And as always, use your energy for your rise at this time, because what your thoughts, belief, words, emotions, and action are always going to equal your reality and your results. Keep your money in check. Learn about money. You know, don't be a fool out here. Even though money isn't real, money is energy. The universe want to give you more energy. So as you learn about these energies, the universe is going to set up the right people, place, and event to support your intent. But you got to make sure you take action, write things down, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. We will be back concluding this first bracket of the basic laws of life with the law of attachment. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Take care of yourself. Peace.